Hey guys, welcome back to Ask Nanny Q Blind Reaction Emails. So, first, thank you to everybody that's been emailing me. I appreciate it. And we did one, we just uploaded, so we're going to do the next one. And that first one, that title had threw me out because I thought it was something totally different. But it was for somebody. Okay. Ooh. Daycare Drama. I love Daycare Drama. All right. Hey, Nanny Q. I love your page. Thank you for all the advice that you give, and thank you for always stepping up and making sure the daycare workers are appreciated. I truly love you. Here's my dilemma. I work at a daycare and have been working at this same daycare for the last 6 years. I live in a very small town. A lot of the people around here know each other, so everybody's business is always out in the open. I just became the director at this daycare, and I've noticed that 6 of my students all receive payment from the same man. 6 of my students all receive payments from the same man. And when I asked all mothers if the child had any siblings, they all said no, he or she is the only child of that father. The payments come in on time every month with nothing wrong with them. That's not the problem. The problem is who the payments are coming from. They're coming from a business account that's on automatic draft for all of the kids. When you look up the business and who name the business is in, it comes up with our pastor's. It comes up to our pastor. Now, pastor is a single man. He doesn't have any kids. Now, his wife and 3 kids all passed away in the house fire. It was a real sad time in the town. They said it was electricity problem in the home. He was out of town doing a church conference. He came back to no kids, no wife. He's been single the last few years. We haven't seen him date anybody. However, his company is paying for childcare for these kids. Am I wrong to think that my pastor has fathered these kids and he's not telling anybody? Or maybe he's just taking care of the kids to help out the moms. Yeah, I thought he was just taking care of the kids to help out the moms too. Further my investigation, this motherfucker Inspector Gadget around here, baby. She was like, nope. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Okay. Nope. Think not. You ain't getting what you gotta be quicker than that. Okay. I have to get to the bottom of this. After further investigation, the kids are not my pastor's kids. However, all of the women are said to work for a business that's a DBA to my pastor's business, and there's a phone sex hotline. What town do y'all live in? Okay. It's a phone sex hotline company. When you look it up online, it does show the pictures of women, phones, and the whole 9. When you look up the company on our Secretary of State website, the company is registered to our mayor. Our mayor also is a single male. whose wife has passed away. She was in a bad car accident after her brakes failed to stop as she was coming around a corner. As she was coming around the corner to her home, she was exactly 2 miles away from her home when she had her accident. So the pastor and the mayor, both of their wives, then passed away. The house fire. Now she didn't have an accident. Like, I feel like this is a TLC movie. Because of the recalls on her car and the brake problems that her car was actually having, nobody investigated Nobody investigated or did anything. It was just a coincidence that she was that far away from her home when she had that accident. At this point, Nanny Q, there are so many things pointing until they are in a relationship and they're just taking care of these kids just so no one knows who they really are. I am so confused and I don't know what to do. As a daycare owner, I want to make sure that every child in the daycare is safe, and I understand that this isn't my business, and it's not. This isn't my business because payment is always received on time and there hasn't been any problems. When I asked the ladies, should we do Father's Day gifts for the kids, they all said yes. The father was in the service, and this would really put a smile on his face. When I looked up the birth certificate for each child, no father was listed on it. When I asked the moms about emergency contact, just in case they're not available to get the kids, they all said that they were new in town and they didn't have any family here. I don't even want to read no more, because this sounds like a setup. I don't like setups. This is different. This is different. We did have 50 new people move into the town about 10 years ago. So there's no telling who these people belong to and who their families are. If y'all know the number of people that have moved into that town is small. My question to you, Nanny Q, as a director, do I have to tell anybody that the payments are coming from the same account? Do I have to give any information about payments, period, to any of the mothers? Do I stay in my lane, or do I say something to investigate more? Oh, baby, stay in your lane. Stay in your happy lane, because you don't know what Pandora box you might open. You might be that you about to mess up your money. You just a director. Like, you don't even own a daycare. Stay in your lane, because even as the owner, I don't care who paying what, as long as I get my payment. Like, so I don't understand why you in these people business. Like, this they business, you right there. This they business, and you right there in it. You just in it. This was an A and B conversation, and you see your way in. You supposed to see your way out. You was just in these folks' business. No, let's not. So what I'm gonna tell you? No, stop. Stay out of that business. When you're a daycare director, you see a lot. Like a lot. Ooh, like my director was telling me, and y'all know when I get a little thing. My director was telling me about this lady who was the nanny for 2 families. Like, she worked with one family for 5 years. She worked for another family for 5 years. And she will be, the lady will always say the same thing about the kids. Oh, they good today? How was they? She said, so she really got a chance to really know the nanny, because she had worked at the daycare for so long. So when the nanny passed away, I think she went to the funeral, or she went to the funeral or something. And she said when she got to the funeral, she saw the kids, but one was sitting on one side and one was sitting on the other side. And it was like some family in the middle, whatever. And she said she was talking to the kids, and the parents walked up and said, "How do my kids know you?" And she was like, "Oh, the daycare that they went to, I was the director." And both families were like, "My kids never went to daycare. They've always had a nanny." Come to find out, the nanny was taking the kids to school during the day and picking them up before the parents got home. And she told the kids, "Are you guys ready to go for your day activity?" So the kids didn't know, that the kids never called the daycares. They were like, "Yeah, Mom, we went to our daily activity today, and this is what we learned." She said because she stayed in the business that paid her, she was just like, "Oh, I didn't know that." She said she walked off. Crazy. People crazy. Stay in your lane. Don't get in other people's business. Don't mess up the daycare money, because you mess up that daycare money, then you might mess up your job. Stay in your lane.